Gay people can have families in much the same way as everybody else. Obviously there are some difficulties in terms of natural conception, for example, which they need to negotiate very carefully and sensitively. But options such as surrogacy, adoption, fertility treatment, all different options are open to gay people like they are to heterosexual people.
I have 2 adopted sons and I live with my partner, another man.
We adopted about 2.5 years ago, so we went through the adoption process, which took about 18 months before that date. And then they moved in with us.
It can be quite difficult for children when they move from any kind of family setup into another, so it's very important that parents are very mindful of the emotions and feelings that their children might feel and that they help them to deal with those feelings. Children will want to stay in touch with their extended families and parents that they may not be living with anymore. And that's not just exclusive to children whose parents are moving from heterosexual relationships into same-sex relationships. That applies to any family setup whatsoever.
It didn't feel like it was a great culture shock in that we'd been preparing for such a long time. But obviously, once you're into the role of parenting, it is relentless.
When people are going into new relationships, they should always consider the issues around parental responsibility and legal guardianship of their children.
We do things with our children the same way that anyone else would do. We love our children and get irritated by them equally like anyone else would do. It doesn't feel any different for us.
Prejudice. I think sometimes people, however, are unaccustomed to unusual setups and so they may feel awkward.
We know that children do experience homophobic bullying because they have lesbian, gay or bisexual parents, and that might impact on their self-confidence, their self-esteem, their feeling of belonging to the school community, and ultimately their productivity and happiness at school. So it's very important for parents to talk to their schools about their families and to make sure that their children are supported against any kind of bullying, for example, that they might experience because their family is considered to be different.
There are lots of grown-up adoptees who are gay or lesbian who had heterosexual adoptive parents, but it didn't turn them straight. And I myself had heterosexual parents, and our children aren't going to be any more gay or lesbian than anyone else's children. However, they will grow up with a more open attitude to what the potential is for them in relationships and in all sorts of other ways. That's what we expect.
What's important is that children are brought up within loving family environments so that they feel that they can be themselves, be confident individuals who enjoy learning and going to school, making friends and growing up into adults.